Right guys, so this recording is to cover the effects of breathing on recovery and naps on recovery, and the importance of your environment to be able to induce that recovery mode. Okay, so remember the system, or autonomic nervous system, is made of your parasympathetic and then your sympathetic. So para being your rest and digest, and your sympathetic being more your sort of active, your fight or flight. So if we go over the first example, this is really just to sort of highlight the importance of environment when you're trying to induce a recovery response. Okay, so remember, if you've seen this before, you'll know that the red here is sort of a sympathetic drive. So this is your kind of more active mode. So this will be depleting the battery or adaptive reserves over time, over the days. Completely normal. Any blue is exercise, but in this case there wasn't any really, and the green stuff is the recovery. So yeah, so here, this subject, which we did a lifestyle assessment on, you can see that there was a nap around this time. You can see that the heart rate actually lowers here, suggests that the person is reduced their activity or perhaps even lying down, but they haven't gone into a parasympathetic shift. So the questions would be, what happened earlier on in the day through here? When the environment that they were napping, was that conducive to getting into a recovery mode? And there are lots of sort of things, other questions to ask, but ultimately you don't want to be napping somewhere where it's really busy, or if you're still sort of wired or pissed off about something. You've got to change your mindset, you've got to use breathing techniques, and to go on to an example of that, I did a test on myself. And you can see that during the day, you know, I've got that sort of sympathetic drive for most of it. Good sort of green time for the sleep. But I know that I need to top up during the day on more green stuff to make sure my battery's, fuller. And you can see here, I basically took myself away and I just slowed the breathing down. How do you do that? Literally just slow exhale, slightly quicker inhale, maybe some controlled pauses. There are lots of people talking about different ways to do it. In my opinion, as long as the end or the objective is to slow everything down and get really zen, in inverted commas, you're onto the right lines, because that's going to get you shifting into a parasympathetic activity. And this was highlighted here when I did the assessment, and again here. So I did it in two stages, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So ultimately the moral of the story is napping or chilling out, getting really zen and slowing your breathing rate will influence the shift in your autonomic nervous system, whether you're going to get into recovery mode or not. And these little moments during the day are really important for topping the battery up, so you can perform better in the gym, more aggressively on the bike or whatever it is, and you see your gains and feel, I suppose, more energized. Hope that helps.